Hey.
Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing this evening?
I hope you guys have been doing well. And we have an honorary Southern sister with us. Or Southern brother. Or rather, a Southern brother.
So, he's in the southern part of England, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yep. So, hello, Michelle, Mary, Lana, Amy, and Steve.
Oh, hello, Steve. Merry Christmas. How are you?
Hello.
Steve, it's great to see you. I hope you're doing well. I have missed seeing you.
Yeah. Hello, Amy, Lana, and Mary. There's Beth. How are y'all doing this evening? And Linda. How are you?
Linda.
Hello.
I hope you guys are doing well.
Yes.
Goodness knows we are. It's been a hectic week, but yeah, we're finally at the end.
Well, I hope everybody's Christmas was good.
Yes.
Mine was good. I got to talk to all the kids, so I'm so happy.
Oh, that's marvelous.
Yep. Got to talk to all of them, so that made me happy. And, you know, through the wonders of technology, at least it was face to face. I could see them. I could hear the kiddies laughing and giggling, showing us all their gifts and everything. So that made me happy. That. Yeah. If you can't be there, that's the next best thing.
It is. It is. So I'll get to see my kids. I have my daughter coming on Sunday. And then the next following week, my son will come and visit. So I'm excited.
That's awesome.
I am supposed to see my family, my daughter and her husband and kids. But unfortunately, Lily has rhinovirus.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so she will not be flying, and neither will my daughter.
Oh, goodness.
But the other kids and her husband will be. So we'll go and see them tomorrow, and we'll just ship Sabrina and Lily's gifts to Iowa.
Hi, Diane.
Goodness. Hello, Diane. How are you doing this afternoon, or this evening, I guess you could say?
Hi, Connie.
Here's our Connie. Hello, sweetie.
Hi, Diane. Hi, Connie.
Good.
Hi.
Daniel's alive.
I know. Look at that.
He's been hanging out with us, so Daniel's doing well, guys.
Yeah.
We thought we'd sneak him in here. He is
Hi,
one
Diane.
of our Southern brothers.
Yes.
So it's good to see
Southern
you all.
Sun.
Yeah, Southern Sun.
There's our Granny D.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hi, Granny D.
Hey,
Love
Granny
to see you, Granny D. And thank you so much for rating us. This is for Granny D. Yes, Diane, he does move.
I've been drinking today, so forgive me.
His family is still celebrating Christmas.
Right.
So he with his family, they're still celebrating. So yes, they are actually having a party, and he's taking time from the party to be with us.
Granny D, I hope your Christmas was wonderful.
Yes. Without you, I know he's partying without you.
Hey, Diane, please come over.
Well,
cheers.
He's here with us now, so.
Yeah.
There you go. That's wonderful. I like the fact that he's having fun time with his family.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. He needs this.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good thing. You know, you should always spend time with your family. And
whenever you can. You know, it doesn't have to be just Christmas. It's just whenever you can get with family. That's one of the things I miss after my mom and dad both passed away. You know, of course, Dad just passed away this year. This is the first Christmas without him.
Mary,
Um,
Mary, they don't make closed captioning available until 24 hours after the live.
yeah,
I'm sorry, honey.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
So it, you know, family reunions just don't seem to be that big a thing anymore. You know what I
No.
mean?
No.
Yeah, so we'll have to figure out what we're going to do next year because one sister and I have said, we can't let another year go by. Mom and dad would both be upset with us. So, yeah.
Exactly.
Hello,
Exactly.
my little Rita. How are you doing?
Hey, Rita.
Rita says, hi, all my big sisters and little brother. We are doing well. So well. Mom's paralyzed arm has some electrical impulses happening and has been jumping off the table 7 times the last 48 hours. That is fantastic.
That's
Good
right.
news.
At least that means there's something happening there. So that's great.
Yes.
Yes.
That's good. That's a good sign. It
Yeah.
really is. Very good sign.
Okay,
Well, my
Connie,
mom-
your boyfriend is here.
Ah,
There he
yeah,
is. That's
that
right,
is
Dan. Means that there's going to be hope. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
absolutely. I think
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
Hey,
So,
Lana.
Hey, Lana.
yeah. And so I wonder if I thought you guys might be wondering about the title. So Maureen had titled it at first.
And
And-
she didn't like my title, folks.
I didn't like her title and I didn't like
That
her
hurt
thumbnail.
my feelings.
Was it
I
the
know,
one I gave you?
Well,
Sort of,
I
kind of.
couldn't remember exactly the way you said it, so I said it the best I could remember how it was said. Yeah.
And I said,
did.
well, I'm gonna kick it up a notch. And I did. So I made it from Whip Purgatory to Crochet Paradise. And I don't know how many of you caught the thumbnail. Oh, Maureen's feelings were not hurt that bad. Don't let her fool you.
No, because honestly, guys, I was sitting there and don't ask me why, but when I was trying to think of a catchy title, remember the little girl that would sit at the table with her sandwich and her daddy'd be sitting there at the table with his sandwich and there'd be that pickle sitting there? And for some reason, that commercial popped in my head and all I could hear was her little voice saying, Daddy, are you going to eat that pickle? So my title was, What you going to do with your whip? Kind of, playing off that. She didn't like it.
Well, I didn't like her thumbnail neither. Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
she
I
didn't like the thumbnail either, but I just wasn't feeling it for the thumbnail.
So
So.
I had to do another thumbnail. And I don't know. Did you guys catch this one?
Isn't
I saw
he
it.
cute?
I like it.
Isn't he adorable?
Hi,
Hello,
Laura.
Laura and Nana,
Hey,
in case I
Laura.
missed you a minute ago.
I don't know if that helps, but I had to do that. I thought that was adorable. I thought it was fun.
Yes.
He's mastering the yarn. He's on top of it all. So I had to do that one.
Hi, Cal.
And
Hi,
Hey.
Cal.
Hello, Kel. Thank you for stopping in, sweetie. I hope you can stay for just a little bit.
hey, everyone. So I thought that one was funny. I thought he was mastering the yarn.
Yes.
And-
Trying to anyway.
We need to master our whips.
Our
So
whip.
we're going to go from Whip Purgatory to Crochet Paradise.
She
I thought
thinks.
that was awesome.
Oh,
Well,
I have
I
already.
won't be doing it anytime soon. I'm just saying. I mean, oh, that would be awesome, Rita.
Sliding down the yarn hill. Yep.
I thought y'all would like that. I thought it was fun. But y'all go ahead and tell me how you're going from Whip Purgatory to Crochet Paradise.
Well,
Want to start, Sharon?
I've already ripped out everything I'm going to rip out. I have just 2 that I plan on working slowly
Mm-hmm.
because I do have to frog a little bit on one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know
Oh,
where you're at.
Diane. We're just barely 10 minutes in and we're already starting to slide down that yarn hill.
Hey, Diane,
It
that's
wasn't
where
me. It wasn't me this time. It wasn't me.
Nope.
I was going with that. I'm just saying.
Well, thank you. I have always said that Daniel got me this bag, but but I'm going to correct myself because it was actually Froggy. It says crocheting with my gnomies because she knows I love gnomes. I mean,
I think it must be because I did send Maureen a gnome
he
bag.
did. He did. He sent me a gnome bag, and for some reason, for a long time, and Froggy never corrected me. She just let me tell everybody that Daniel sent it to me. But then one day, I guess she just finally had enough, and she corrected me on the live, which was fun because I was sitting there going, "Oh my word, how many times
And
have
that
I
was
given
so
that
funny.
Daniel the credit?" I know.
I finally had enough of you giving Daniel credit. So Rita says, I've started mastering my whips. I've been ripping out four or two. I've been ripping out four or two went to the bin without frogging and have 8 that I want to finish. I think 8 so far that I have found. Wonderful.
Oh my goodness.
Diane, you always say that, Daniel. You thought it and you know it. Kel says, Daniel, you're looking really good.
Yes,
Um,
he is.
Linda said, I'm down to 1 whip. I want to start 2025 fresh. Congratulations.
Wow, Linda, congratulations to you.
Michelle says, I frogged 3 and I'm finishing 1. I want to have 5 or less by 2026. Congratulations.
Wow, yes.
Yes.
Connie said, I thought there was going to be another bag up there soon.
There will be. Just hold your horses, Connie. It's a coming. I got things planned.
Are you jealous, Connie? I'm just oh my. I think it's fantastic. I can't get to all of my whips. I have to get this room cleaned up, but I've had no help. So
That's not
Rita
true,
said,
Diane. Not true.
oh, I thought it was a cute bag.
No. She says if I don't look at my whips, it means I don't have any.
Oh, that's not true. Rita
No.
says I do have 4 boxes in the basement that I have no idea of content in. They can stay there forever.
No, Rita. You know, eventually it's gonna the not knowing is gonna get the better of you, and you're gonna pull one box out at a time and be going, "Oh my goodness."
I do want to get to my whips. I'd like to have them finished or frogged.
Right.
It would make me feel much better.
Yeah. Well, it
yeah.
also frees up your project bags for other whips.
Yes, and I could get my needles and my crochet hooks out of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry, Connie. Prayers for you.
Yes, sweetie.
Yes.
You know,
Go lay down.
I've had
Yeah.
issues with my neck all day today.
well, she's been working all day at the sewing machine, and she's going to have to start telling herself, "I can only do this much, and then I'm going to have to stop."
Well, she's going to have to do it in like 1 hour blocks.
Yes, she is. That's what I'm saying. I can only do this much and then stop for a little while.
Oh, you have to manage
Don't make
them
me come to
down
Mississippi.
there, or they'll stay there. I'm sorry?
She was telling Connie,
I
"Don't
told her,
make
don't
me come
make
to
me come down
Mississippi."
there.
Yeah.
Oh, Kel says, "I only have 4 whips currently, but I haven't crocheted in almost a year. I'm
Oh,
also
Kel.
not counting the whips that I'm not going to finish."
Yeah.
Well,
Well, those
hopefully,
ones,
you know, if you know you're not going to finish them, then go ahead and pull them out. Save
Yep.
that yarn for another project. Don't just let it
Yep.
sit there. Yeah.
Yeah, just get rid of it. It'll help make you feel better.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
it will. It really will.
It's much better to get rid of them than to keep holding on to them.
And stressing about it.
Yes.
Right.
Well, I'm
Right.
not stressing mine.
Well, it was
She
piling
does
up
read.
over here.
Mm-hmm.
They were piling up over here.
Right.
And I could not handle it anymore. I could not handle looking at them.
Right.
And I sat here one day and just started ripping out.
Well, like I said, and here's the thing, and I know some folks will disagree with me, but I'm going to clarify this statement before I make it by saying it depends on the type of yarn you used in the project.
Yeah.
But I believe that if you leave yarn in a project too long, that yarn has now taken on the memory of that stitch. You know what I
But you
mean?
can get the memory out.
Yeah, you can take it out, but I do believe that there are some yarns that you can't. I mean, just saying.
What are you doing?
I don't know. My camera died on me.
Oh, well, you can stay and talk like that.
Yeah, until you figure out what's going on. Well, there you go. Rita says, I have found whips and put them in one place so that I do see them and can take them and work on them.
All right, let's catch up on some of these comments.
Yep.
Diane said, back issues are bad, feel better. Rita says, Connie, you need to put a timer on. Get up and move a minimum of every 30 minutes. I do it and can do it longer than. Connie said, Psh, I'm Wonder Woman. I can work endless.
Yeah.
Kel said, I will definitely get rid of them and make something else. Sherry will be back. She just dropped down in the basement.
Yeah.
And yes, Rita. Rita said, yes, Connie, your back says different. Kel says, yeah, I noticed that. As long as you wind it tightly enough, it'll go back to normal.
Yeah. Most of them will. There are some, though, that won't.
I don't wind them tightly. What I do is I put them back in hank form, even if it's something like Red Heart. I'll put it on a nitty knotty, and I get it in hank form, and I'll tie it in several spots. And then I put it in my sink and I wash it really good with soak or something similar to soak. And I leave it in the hang form and I hang it to dry.
Oh, I'll be darned.
That takes it out the memory.
Huh. I never thought about doing that.
Yeah, that takes the memory out of it. I don't wind it tightly. Winding your yarn tightly stretches it and will ruin it.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. Connie says, you're probably right, Rita. Rita says, yes, I am. I'd like to be more like Dan. Dan doesn't keep whips. Dan works on one project, gets it done, and then starts a new project.
Even if I am completely fed up with it, I will carry on and carry on and carry on until it's done.
Yeah.
I want to be more like him.
Well, that's the way my grandma taught me to crochet. I'm not kidding you. You started on a project and you finished it. You didn't have 2 or 3 going on at the same time. You know what I mean?
That's how I was taught. Hi, Kim.
Hello, Kim. Thank you for joining us this evening. How are you doing today?
That is exactly the way I was taught by my Oma. Was one project only, finish it, and then move on to the next.
Right.
Sherry, quit messing with your camera. Just be like that. Quit messing with your camera.
Talk to us. Oh, Kim, that's okay. Caps are all right here. I use caps all the time because I'm just sometimes get in such a hurry that I don't have the time to switch back and forth between cap and lowercase.
So, Kim, how many whips do you have? And do you go back and work on those? Or are you a one project girl?
Oh my goodness, look at Rita.
I can't read it.
It says, look at my goal. Go ahead, Daniel, because I need to.
She said, I started on my goal for next year, 365 small ammies for Trostimoss.
Yeah, nice.
I don't know what that is.
That's great.
That's a lot of ammies.
And Kim said, I have 3 whips, 2 I will not finish, and 1 I'm working on now.
Wow. I probably have a dozen or so whips. I don't think I have many more than that, but I probably have about a dozen or so. Half of those probably could be frogged. I don't think I'll throw them away, but I'll probably frog those. I do have a blanket that is halfway done,
Mm-hmm.
and it's done in the basket weave.
Right.
I will go back and work on that. I just don't work on it on a regular basis because I get tired of doing
Right.
the basket weave. It is very monotonous.
Yes.
No, it definitely is.
There
Granny
that's
you
D,
go.
D.
Yeah, I
yeah,
like that, Granny D.
I've been doing not bad, just working on a few whips and getting them done before taking them off. Well done, Granny D.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I know that I have 2 blankets that, well, one's not with me because it's in a storage unit in a town where where my husband and I thought we were going to be working on a project, so it's still there. And that's my Sophie blanket. And I have one here from Bonnie Bay that I've just been working on a little bit at a time. Because, folks, you know me, I'm not a blanket person. I'm just not. But I have found that if I work or get working on a blanket that has different stitches in it, like panels or mosaic, especially, now those I'll work on, then I'm great with that. But I don't like blankets that are just all one thing back and forth. I
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah.
Kim says, 1 pair of gloves. I made 1 glove and got bored. 1 shawl I realized I will not wear, and 1 Ruana that I just started yesterday. Well, I bet you'll finish that Ruana. I bet you will.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm going to tell you what that is. For what Rita said, that would be about a maximum height of 6 inches. Because
Oh,
if you remember, 10 centimeters is 4 inches.
right.
And Mary, I'm going to show you what they look like. It might help you to better understand what they are. That's a nitty knotty.
Simple
They come
plan.
in many different shapes, but that's a nitty knotty. This is a nitty knotty. This is a nitty knotty. So's this. So's this. There it is. Niddy noddy. But these are nitty knotties. See? Mine looks like that. But yeah. And the pole that goes down the center can be different lengths, and it just depends on how long you want your hank to be.
Right.
Whether you want it to be 1 yard or you want it to be 2 yards or 3 yards. So this can be multiple lengths. My nitty knotty came with 3 poles to put between the 2 ends.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that helps, Mary.
Michelle says, I don't have any idea how many I have. They were all packed up. Now I am slowly unpacking them.
Yes,
No, just
yes.
take one at a time and do one at a time. Don't even look at the others. Do the
Yeah.
one you pick out.
And Kim says, 1 pair of gloves. I made 1 glove and got bored. 1 shawl I realized I will not wear. And 1 Ruana that I just started yesterday. Bless
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, poor Michelle. I get it. I get it.
Michelle says, that's cool. I've never heard of those.
Oh, they're real good for wrapping the yarn around.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then putting it back in hank form. The other way you can put yarn back in a hank form is to wrap it around your Swift.
Yeah.
You can do that too. You don't need a nitty knotty. You can do it around a Swift.
Mm-hmm.
I happen to wrap it around my nitty knotty. But putting it back around a Swift works just as well.
Well,
You don't
wrapping it around the back of a chair works
That
just
works
as well too. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't need all special equipment.
Mm-mm.
No.
Or like I have made my husband do sometimes, hold out your hands, honey.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask mine to do that.
Oh, well, I've asked mine plenty of times.
Oh, yeah.
I can hear my husband now. Don't you have something to do that with? That's why I won't ask him, because he's going to say I have equipment to do that with.
Well, But see, I can tell my husband, yes, I do. But do you want me to tell you where it's at?
Oh no,
Okay.
mine knows where it's at. Mine knows where it is. It's like right there. They do, Michelle. They make 3D printed. People will make them out of PVC pipe. I mean, there's so many ways you can do them.
Yeah.
Oh, Connie has about 6 to 8 whips.
Oh, so she's going to work
Oh,
on those
okay.
next year so she can take a break from sewing.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll talk about that, sweetheart.
That's an idea.
Connie, don't say that. You all know what happens when you say you're taking a break from something around Maureen. Just saying.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I can't pull my machine out. It's buried.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. Not to mention, I don't see straight lines very well. I'm just letting you know now.
Do you know they have these cool gadgets now, though, that you can put on the side of the foot and it'll do the lines for you? You just put
Yeah,
them
I
there
don't
like a
have.
broomstick.
Yeah, I don't have one. So,
Connie says, crap, I forgot.
yeah, I gotta show you guys something. Connie was gracious enough to send me a bag she made. And it is so adorable. She put a charm on it, and it's orange to match my bag, and I can hang stitch markers from it if I'd like. But this is so, and yes, that's a bandana.
Isn't that cute?
And it's got, I love this. This is gorgeous. Green plaid.
Well, yes, I mean, orange
I
and
love
green, those
that.
are Froggy's colors.
And she made another one. And
Look
this,
at these, Froggy. I mean, look at these, folks. Isn't that cute?
I have another charm on it. This is a shoestring, but I have to show you all about this bag. There's the center pocket. Then there is, sneak up here, there's a pocket here in the front. And there's a pocket in the back. Oh my, that is an amazing bag.
Isn't that cute, folks? I mean, put your
That's
skein
beautiful. I
down
love
in
it.
there with the
I can put my skein of yarn in here. I can stick my stitch markers and scissors. I can put my pattern or my hook, and away I go.
And the nice thing with it having that drawstring there is that you can open it just enough to pull the yarn out, close it back
Yep.
up.
Carry it with me. Carry it with
Yeah.
me. So I want you guys to remember this bag. It won't be in this color, but on TFF's anniversary, we're going to give away bags made like this, but with different colors.
I know.
That's the prototype. I know it wasn't your design, but we're going to be giving away bags like that.
Right.
I hope you guys like them, and they are very clever. I love them. I do love them. You were so close to buying a sock knitting machine. Rita, I want a sock knitting machine so bad, but they are over $1,000.
Oh my! Look!
Oh yeah, it's an Erlbacher. I would love one, but they are very expensive.
Wow. No,
No,
Diane's not. Diane, Froggy's not making them. Connie's making them for us.
Connie is making them, but what are you doing?
I am trying to get my stand out so I can start my phone so I can be on the panel.
Oh, okay, because you're making lots of noise.
Yeah, it's in a plastic box.
Okay. So, not hand it, Kim.
Yeah, not hand it.
No, Maureen and I are paying for everything, and Connie is making them.
Yeah,
No,
$2 a pair for socks, but you know, Kim, handmade, knitted, or crocheted socks, there's nothing that compares to them.
hand knitted socks are way comfortable. They fit your feet perfect. They are so nice. I've got almost 2 months worth to wear. I would rather have hand knitted socks than anything, than any other kind of sock.
Well, the one thing I have found is I've only made 2 pair of socks, and the funny thing is that the second sock did not come out like the first sock, you know, of the same pair, and they were tube socks. I don't even know what I did wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kim. Rita will tell you that when you knit them, they come out nearly identical. They're perfect. You just do the same stitches. Exactly, Rita. I do have regular store-bought socks, but I prefer hand knitted. They're wonderful. Because we love you, Connie.
Yes, ma'am. Kim, I'm the same way. I have even gotten to wearing my tennis shoes or boots. I mean, flip-flops and sandals, anything that is open as much as it can be. That's my go-to. I don't know why, but here in just the last several years, even wearing tennis shoes, just I feel like I'm closed in. And that's just my feet, you know? Oh, well, thank you, Kel, so much for being here. We really do appreciate it, sweetie.
Well, thank you for being here. Sherry, I'm going to drop you down for when you join up with your phone. It's going to do feedback.
Yep.
Okay.
I had to ask him the same thing earlier today, Diane.
It's wallpaper. Wallpaper.
It's beautiful, though. I love it.
Oh,
I love it.
Kim, are you going to be joining someone tonight?
Oh, I'd love to hear.
Yeah.
There are, you know, I have my sister doesn't like to wear anything on her feet either. She'd go barefoot 24/7 if she could.
No, now I can't. I have to have something between me and the floor and me and the ground. But you know, like I said, flip-flops, sandals, yeah. I love that. Now I don't like my feet being cold, my toes being cold, don't get me wrong, because I will sit here like right now. I have a blanket over my knees and down around my feet.
Kill me.
Hang on. You got to remove your computer from StreamYard. Thank you.
Sorry.
That's why. That's why I was telling you, you got to remove your computer.
That's better.
Because it creates a feedback loop.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. It's done. It's gone. Daniel is full of knowledge. Look at him sitting there. No, I'm not.
I'm sorry to hear that, Kim.
What? Oh, I'm sorry, Kim.
Yeah, they canceled. It'd have been fun to see you up there.
Oh, yeah. Well, where were you going to be, Kim? I'm just nosy.
Excuse me. Yeah, he's not denying it.
No, Dan is a lot of yarn knowledge. You guys would be surprised.
Well, being a yarn dyer, you know, you kind of need to be.
Yeah, he has a lot of yarn knowledge. Yeah.
You guys.
He does have a lot of yarn knowledge. He doesn't want to admit it. Hey, Jen.
Hello, DK Jen. How are you doing this evening? We're happy that you popped in here. We're talking about what are you going to do with your whips? You know, it's getting to the end of the year. So do you have any whips, Jennifer?
If you have whips, what you going to do with them? Are you going to finish them? You going to frog them?
In other words, take them out of purgatory and move them over into paradise, whether it be Saranara or yay, I'm finished.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
We can hear
ma'am. We
you
heard you a
fine.
minute
Yeah.
ago, too.
I couldn't hear you guys.
Oh,
We can
okay.
hear you just fine.
Yeah, we can hear you fine. Whips and UFOs to finish. Yes. Well, are you going to finish them, or are there going to be some that are going to end up in the or ripping you up or taking you apart? I have about 6, Beth says, and we'll definitely finish them all. Well, that's great. Oh, DK Jen said she finished one today. That's awesome.
Wow.
We're going to send whips to Dan.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you know what? They still probably wouldn't get finished.
Well, I will tell you this. He doesn't mind sewing granny squares together. We've talked about this
So
before.
if you all want to send me your granny squares, go ahead, because I'll sew them all together.
Yeah, he will. Yeah. Hello, Darcia. How are you doing, sweetheart?
Hey, Darcia.
Hey, Darcia.
Oh, sweetie, if I could have had my dinner before I came in here, I'd have been a happy camper. So I'm glad you got to go have some supper, as we say in the South.
I tried to have dinner, but
yeah,
too much running around.
Mm-hmm. Glenda says, I'll send you some granny squares to put together.
Hey, I'm being deadly honest. If you've got granny squares and you want to, but we have to make a deal. If you're sending me granny squares, I get to keep the blanket after I've sewn it together.
Yes. Yes.
Whoops! Might want to rethink that.
Oh, yes.
I remember the last time Dan said he doesn't mind sewing things together.
Yeah.
That's one of my whips I gotta finish.
Oh my god, you did, Jennifer? She made 28 granny squares this week with that yarn. Oh my goodness. So you found the secret, huh?
That's a lot.
I love sewing up a granny square. Honestly, I'm a sucker for sewing up a granny square.
Wow.
I just don't like making them. That's my problem.
Oh.
Well, I've got a bunch you could sew together if you'd like. And weave in all the ends.
Oh, Beth, I would take the spaghetti. I'm such a pasta nut.
I love spaghetti. I'm having sloppy joes for dinner.
You're lucky.
The tater tots?
I don't know if I'm having tater tots or not, but I'm having sloppy joes.
The 6 millimeter works for you, DK Jen?
Hey, to all you guys saying you'll send me granny squares, get this. I get to keep the blanket when it's sewn together. So you might want to rethink it.
Yeah, rethink that.
Goodness. Yeah, Beth says, really, Dan? Because most of us hate that part. Yeah.
See, I'm one of these people. I like to sit back, just get on with it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
which kind of cracks me
Lana
up because
said,
I hate the sewing.
See, I like the sewing.
She said if I didn't have a project, I'd just sit back and watch TV and make granny squares.
And I've always had an obsession with wanting a granny square blanket of individual little granny squares, but I can't sit down and make them all. I can't do it.
Right.
Well, I could do that.
Oh yeah, I love making the granny squares out of the simple basic pattern. Now I also love some of the new patterns that come out, you know, with like the 3D granny squares, some of the open lacy ones. I mean, I love the granny square patterns now. But for me, a granny square blanket has to be made out of the old traditional granny square stitch pattern. I mean, but that's me, you know, I'm old fashioned. That's what I like. So,
Yeah.
oh, Diane wants to make a granny square bag. Well, you know,
Everyone's
there's lots of patterns out there on YouTube.
Everyone
Yeah.
said, okay, I'll give them away. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
Darcia
Yeah, we
doesn't
just
have
got
any
a
whips.
bun. You don't? Oh, Darcia.
That's
Lana,
funny.
I heard if you haven't started it, it's not a whip. No, it's not a whip. We need to find a name for.
Not yet.
Yeah. It's a not yet. Okay. I guess we could call it that.
A not yet.
Oh, a not yet. Oh, yeah, that's good. KNOT. Yet. Because that's what crochet is. It's a bunch of knots.
If we all send you one,
Oh,
we'll have
There we
yeah.
go.
in no time.
That's what we could do.
Oh, that's what we could do.
And all I'm saying is I'm in need of a blanket right now. Now I'm not going to go into it, but I'm in need of a blanket right now. Just saying.
Okay.
You would have a subscriber blanket.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Wouldn't it?
Diane said if I made a granny square blanket, I'd want one with the old school pretty squares. That's what I'm talking about. And then one with the 2 or 3 round squares, the tiny ones. Yes. We'll talk about that after January the 1st, Michelle. Remember what I told you? No present making until after January the 1st. No thinking about it either. I swan y'all, last year she started in January making Christmas presents.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing she can work on right now is that she has a new grandbaby that's coming in March. So we told her she could work on that, but no presents, no, anything Christmas related.
Lana,
All
I
right.
would say send them to me, but the shipping would probably be ridiculous.
All right, I have an idea. I do. I have an idea.
Okay.
Only because I'm jealous. I'm just saying.
Oh.
If you want to send Dan granny squares, you got to send me one. I'm just saying.
Oh.
So send 2 granny squares, one for me, one for Dan. They can be identical or not, doesn't matter. And send them to my P.O. box. And I will put together the squares for Dan. I'll keep one and I'll put a box together.
Or just send as many as you want and take a pick of whatever she wants.
And I will put them in a box and I will send them to Dan for you guys.
Woo-woo! How awesome. We need to put that out on our post after a while.
How's that?
Yeah.
So
That
send them to
sounds
me.
Cool.
And I'll get Maureen to help me ship the package to Dan.
Doesn't matter what
Yeah.
size. Doesn't matter what size.
6 to 8 inch. Is that good? 6 to 8 inch granny squares. Send them to me.
Well, you have to settle on one, or you're going to get different sizes. You know what I mean? I would say a 6 inch and be done with it.
How's that, Dan? 6 inch granny squares.
There you go.
Yeah, if you guys can make a 6 inch granny squares.
That's right. That way you can have a new blanket. Oh.
and you can send them to my P.O. box.
which you'll find on her about page.
It's on my about page. I'm actually gonna send it to Sherry so she can put it in the description box. So how's that?
Well, Lana, just pick out the ones that measure 6 inches square. Who's talking? That was Jennifer talking.
Why?
Because Kim said, who is talking?
Me. I'm sending my information over to Sherry so that she can put it in the description box. And
Dan is at his mom's,
Mom.
And Ash is not there, DK. Jen. You can't see her. She's in the upper right corner.
Got it.
6.
Are you watching on your phone, computer?
You can't see me. Hang on. Can you see me now?
Oh, goodness.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, that was Dan's mom in the background. The voice you heard then.
Yeah. So in the description box, put down 6-inch granny squares, send to, and then you can put down the Froggywentaknitting P.O. box.
And just saying, it doesn't just need to be 2. Send as many as you want. The more, the better.
Long day. Oh, sweetie, that's okay. That's okay.
Well, I said if they send 2, they can put them in an envelope and mail it with stamps instead of a box. But whatever they want to do, whatever they want to do,
Yeah.
that's fine. And there you go. She's going to put it in the description box so you guys can find it.
Yay!
Okay? We love you, Kim.
Yeah, sweetie. It's all right.
But my P.O. box is on my About page.
Or if you do want to send them directly to me, if you're in the UK, like Dinky Jen, then obviously email me and you can send me I'll send you my address. And then I can forward whatever on to Froggy.
Oh, wonderful, Jen.
Oh, Jen, that's so sweet. Oh,
That's wonderful, Rita.
Well, just reach out to him. She says it's wool. Is that okay?
Yeah, send me your address. Yeah, that's fine. No, not send me your address. Send me an email.
Rita, email him or email me, and we'll get it to you.
Froggy's got my address.
Oh, no. Kim said, put it this way. I got stuck in the basement and got paint in my hair today. Nuff said. Oh, my goodness, girlfriend.
Lana, if you're in the States, it'll probably be cheaper if you send them to Froggy and then she'll forward it to me.
Yeah. Lana, just send it to me, Lana.
But Rita is in Europe, so it'd be cheaper for her to send them to me.
Yeah, it's cheaper for Rita and for Dinky Jen to send it to Daniel than to send to me because they're not in the U.S. But Lana, you can just send it to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how many, Lana.
Doesn't matter.
As long as they're 6-inch size.
1 or 100, Lana. Either way. Just make sure they're 6 inches.
Or, no, Dan's in England.
Mm-hmm.
No, Dan's in England.
I'm in the UK.
That should be done.
Thank you, Sherry.
So, Lana, it'd be cheaper for you to send them to Froggy, and then she can put them on to me because she's got a package coming to me anyway. So,
right. Hello, Nammy G. How are you doing, sweetheart?
Hey, Nammy.
Hi, Nammy.
Oh, DK says she's going to measure hers in the morning.
yeah, paulplayyarns@gmail.com, Rita.
Yep, the information is in the description box. Oh, Lana, I don't care what size. Just send them. We can make them bigger. It's not a problem.
Yeah,
Yep.
if they're small, we can add on to them. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll make them fit.
If you've already got some made up, just send them.
Won't
It'll
that
work.
be awesome? You'll be able to look at each square and say, oh, that was from this person, that was from this person, that was from this person. Oh, it's going to be cool.
And to be honest, I don't mind a mixy matchy blanket. Don't bother me.
Oh, no. Those are the best kind.
I don't
Yeah.
either. I think that's going to be fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I will
That's
look
fine then, Lana.
forward to it.
Just email Froggy and she'll or the PO boxes in her about page or whatever. I don't know what Froggy's doing.
It's in the description box.
It's in the description box. There you go.
Looky there. Some of y'all are going to be able to get some of your whips out of the house, especially if you got a bunch of squares.
Absolutely.
Too cool. This is awesome. Hey, Nammy, remember, your body tells you what it needs, and if you needed a nap, you needed a nap.
I thought about taking a nap.
Diane, oh my goodness. Is this a man's perspective of 6 inches or a woman's? I think so. Oh, good grief.
I'm not even going to comment on that.
Oh, Diane, you are on a roll tonight, girlfriend.
Take care, Kim.
Bye, Kim.
Bye,
Jen,
Kim.
Love you, Kim. Thank you for being here. Yes, we will see you in the morning, sweetie.
Jen, check your email. I already sent you his address.
DK, I've started something now.
Yeah, I already sent it to you, Jen.
Excuse me.
Hey, Diane, it's keeping me entertained. Go at it. Go
Yeah.
at it.
Y'all always put your minds in the gutter. Shame on you.
Start this.
Well, I did it.
I didn't.
Nope.
Not this time.
I didn't.
Oh.
Hang on, Rita. I'm getting ready to send it to Rita, too.
My favorite color is blue. Beth.
I love taking all of my, small, little leftover yarns and balls and stuff like that. That's what I normally make my granny squares out of. So even the square itself will end up being multicolor. I just reach in the bag, pull it out, and go 1 or 2 rounds, tie it off, reach in, pull out another color.
Rita, I just emailed you Dan's address. So I've already sent it.
You. She's waiting for it.
Yeah, I sent it to Rita and I sent it to Dinky Jen.
That's great. That way they'll have it.
Okay.
Yes,
But,
and for those of you that want to make it, yes, we are granny squares, Nammy G. Any color, mix and match, whatever you want to do.
Hey, Kitty. Nammy, you can send them to me or you can send them to Daniel, whichever one you prefer. It might be cheaper to send them to me, Nammy.
Hello, Kitty, sweetheart. How are you doing this evening?
Hi, Kitty.
Hey, Kitty. 6 inches.
6 inches. You can make them any color.
6-inch, Kitty.
Yeah, it'll be cheaper to send them to me.
I have a big old project bag. I just drop them in.
I keep my leftover yarn ends for my amigurumis.
No, she's talking about the balls.
I hold on to them, and that's usually what I use them for is amigurumis or a scrap yarn blanket.
Mm-hmm.
I have a drawer I put them in.
I do hold on to them.
Yeah, now like my little yarn ends like this, they go in my amigurumis for stuffing. But if I have like a little leftover ball, It goes in fact, it's one of those great big Amazon gift bags. Somebody has sent me something in it. And so really I have used it to throw all my little leftovers in.
So
And that's what I go in and grab and make my squares from.
Froggy is in Virginia, Kitty.
Yeah, I'm in Virginia.
And Lana, it'll probably just be cheaper for you just to send them by the postal service.
Yeah.
And yes, Diane, where do I keep
Diane
my balls?
is
You wouldn't want to
definitely
know where I
on a
keep my
roll.
balls.
Elizabeth says, I have so many in a bin, but I can't really see what I have, so I don't use any of them. Honey, that's why you just reach in, pull one out, and get started. When you get tired of that color, I mean, you can even make them just solid color.
Yeah, I also have a good friend that always will message me every twice a year and ask me to send her my leftover yarn balls.
Mm-hmm.
She makes hats for charity.
Yeah.
Some of you would know her. Her name was Shell. She used to be my co-host.
Yeah.
And used to read the chat for me. She will ask me for my leftover yarns, and she literally does do hats for charity.
That's great.
That's what she uses them for. So I have no problem sending them to her.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's been able to make 400 hats last year.
Wow.
This 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
and
great.
She didn't buy any of the yarn. She didn't buy any of it. It was all what I gave her.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of hats.
All leftover
yarn. That is a lot of hats.
Yeah, I think she said 400. It was all leftover yarn that I gave her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went through a bunch of stuff and sent her a bunch of leftover stuff that I had.
Mm-hmm.
Partial skeins, balls, whatever.
Yeah. Yep, that's what I do, DK.
Nice, Kitty.
I put it all in one box, and if I decide to make something like granny squares, I just grab, put it in another bag, and that's what I start.
Yeah.
Yep.
It works out good.
Mm-hmm. Best use of leftover yarn. That's all I got to say.
Oh, nice.
That's great, Lana.
I want to do an inventory of mine. I'm going to have my neighbor come and help me do an inventory.
Right.
I'm going to do it on spreadsheets.
Well, there you go, Kitty.
That's great. I like it. I like it a lot. It'd be nice if I could get Dan to fly over here and inventory my yard. Although he'd probably steal some of it, I'm just saying.
Hey, I'll be flying over in September, so
that's right.
Yeah, I hope to have it inventoried before that.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering how big the notebook's going to have to be to hold the inventory.
You're going to have a couple. That's all there is to it.
I am. Oh, that's wonderful,
great.
Lana.
That's great.
That's great.
I love that.
I do not, Beth.
No, he doesn't.
I have right now. I have no yarn whatsoever.
He has nothing. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
A bag of yarn bark. Oh my word. Now see, my oldest daughter would love that. She doesn't mind yarn barks because she looks at that as being a puzzle, and she loves puzzles. So
I have a bag of yarn bark. I need to finally throw it away.
No.
It's either throw it away or send it to Sherry. I don't know. I don't do yarn bark. No, he has no yarn.
No, remember they just moved from Scotland down to England. So a lot of them sold off. Yep. And yeah.
They couldn't travel with all of it, so we had to sell it all off.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a long way to travel.
Right.
Kitty says, I think I'd be bald if I had no yarn.
I think I would be too. I wouldn't know what to do if I had no yarn.
Right, me too.
Yeah.
I would not know what to do.
But we do want to encourage you guys to go through your whips, to choose what you want to finish, and to choose what you want to frog out, and to
Right,
choose what you want to get rid of.
right.
That's what we want to do.
There you go, Kitty.
Oh, and it relaxes her, Lana. How awful.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly, Kitty.
I think that's the reason why my oldest likes it too, Lana.
But I'm going to go ahead and start us off with saying, I hope you guys have a blessed day, blessed evening. Please join us on Sunday for Twisted Fiber Friends, and stay safe, be kind to one another, and always happy yarning. Say goodbye, Dan.
See you later, everyone.
And Maureen.
Please remember to always be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know, could be your light they're waiting to see. We love you all, and thank you so much for being here with us this evening.
And Sherry, you take us out.
Smile. Make them wonder what you're up to.
Love
We love you
y'all.
all.
Bye, everyone.
Love you guys.